your manager's on you.
Sexual harassment.
Gala on you.
Sexual harassment. All of these sound like potential sexual harassment.
No, that's
No, you know what? Yeah,
man's talking about me too and that.
I saw a situation at work one time where, personally speaking, if it was me in it, I would have felt sexually harassed. But obviously, the brother, he just brushed it off in it. So it was about the lunch lady, like.
Well, she weren't giving him no goods.
Obviously we were queuing up. It was break time, innit, man? Queuing up to thing. Obviously, I've just gone past, innit, so I'm next in the line. Lunch lady's just gone and dropped it. Like, obviously, she's gone, oh, yeah. Giving him a sausage, innit? She's like, yeah, man, I'd like. She's like, I'd love to get. She said, yeah.
Thank you, Rick. I was about to turn a man's mic. Yeah, you did too. Yeah.
Alright, good.
You're good.
Yeah. So I was like, that was hilarious.
I know what he's gonna say.
Go ahead.
She's like, I could get one of those, and then he was like, oh yeah. They were just basically going back and forth with it. But if you see like how she dropped it and how she said, I said, bro, imagine if that was a bread now, and I said that to her. I was saying again, you know what, like. But obviously, because like I said, as a man, you take it a bit differently. That's why he played it off as banter, but. That's why I said, personally speaking, if it was me...
No, but that can run if the girl wants to run, though.
It was a female, and you was doing what she was doing. She might look at you like creep. Like, say if you're... Like, obviously, it's a bit different if she feels like she's trying to entertain it. Yeah. But it's like, you know, if it was like a creepy, weird person, like, what the hell? Like, did you get it? But obviously that
but if she's on you and there's tension, she's gonna throw it back, innit?
Nah, but... Bro, you can't be saying that because she initiated it, bro. It weren't him who ran the bants, fam. I was like, rah. But obviously, he just like I said, most man them will blight. You know what I mean? They're not gonna, like, oh my God, you're harassing me.
I thought about that at work many times.
Yeah, like...
Man's a bit inappropriate. Yeah. And I always think, if a yat did this to me at work, would I even be bothered?
Yeah, but
would I even care? Like,
if she was clapped, you'd be bothered.
No, but that's exactly what I was like. What that lunch lady was doing, to me, it was harassment, bro.
You don't know me, bro. I'm a savage. There's no such thing as clapped, cuz.
Dior, that's it.
Dior.
That's it, savage. Yeah, that's a HR issue, but it's calm.
HR don't help black people, man. All that complaint.
HR helps black people if there's a black girl working in HR, bro. That's the only time. The auntie likes you. That's it. Other than not
auntie.
Auntie ain't
have
backing
to
you.
be an auntie, bro.
Auntie's not backing no one.
Man.
She's like that parking attendant Nigerian guy that takes his thing too seriously, bro. Yeah, fam. She's even gonna snitch on you so she can get promoted, fam. You get me?
That's what they do in the workplace, you know.
But what's going on at work, man? Talk to us, man.
Man, I was just thinking, I heard some stories in it about work politics and all them things. So I thought, let's talk about it. Nothing happened to me, man.
Like what? What kind of politics?
Nothing can happen to me, man. I handle my thing, you get me?
Sorry, what kind of politics are we talking about here, bro?
Like we just mentioned, all your managers on you, or your colleagues.
Like what? On you, like they're picking on you,
or they're gossiping about you, or there's always some drama. There's always that drama, man.
Gossiping about you, ain't that technically harassment though?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of dependent, especially if you're saying, depends as well what you're saying as well. If you're saying like things like bad things.
I never saw it like that, I just thought it was just some idiot thing, man.
Like obviously they're not harassing to your face, innit? But it's causing an upset in your environment at work due to their verbal. So you're being harassed technically. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I mean, it just depends on where you work, innit? If you work somewhere where the boyment is gonna be highlighted, then obviously it's a mad thing. But if you work somewhere where you might not even have to run into your boss like that, or you just see the boyment in the morning and he's fucked off for the rest of the day, then I mean you're kind of alright. Like, what's someone supposed to do about their boss getting onto them? Like, what if your boss was getting onto you? What would be your remedy? Like,
suppose you got to go.
Would you go to HR though?
No,
because I know I'm not that guy.
I'm not gonna
start going, you know, like David, like he keeps on saying mad things about me, and the way he says my name, like I don't really like it, like, and like,
man said man's not a snitch, you know.
2 months, 2 months, I'm causing the scene.
Brother, you're at work. You're not on the roadside, you know.
No, that's snitching, fam.
No. A man said
You want me to be
causing a
you want me to write a statement? Are you crazy? For what?
What them personal statements when you go?
You know them.
And they got the witness. They have to get the other team leader or something.
Actually, I can't. No, actually, I can't say that because I had to report someone.
Inform.
I had to report someone last year
Farm,
because he pushed me still.
He pushed you at work.
He pushed
Yeah.
you. Right.
What do you mean, like a manager? Like
They're like
Man
proper
assaulted
like
you,
some
What, common assault?
Polish brother. He pushed fam. Man pushed man fam.
swear down.
And sent man home because I didn't do what
Man
he told me
said,
to do.
man.
The violation fam.
Bro,
Violation.
let anyone at work ever think they can touch me, bro. I dare them, bro. I dare them.
Pushing man is one thing, and then you're gonna send man home.
Sent man home.
Like, am I a child, bro? What the fuck is this, bro?
I went home because I said, fam, okay, cool, if that's how you're doing. And then he's trying to talk to me. I said, fam, send me home, fam.
Nah, it's mad. If you push me at work, I'm definitely touching you still. I hope there's cameras as well. I hope there's cameras.
There was cameras.
So they can see that you pushed me.
But they didn't do nothing. But then I don't think I came back after.
You left the job?
Did they not?
No, I worked. I think I worked like 2 shifts after and then I left. But I reported him though, cause.
So what, bro? You had intentions of leaving and you didn't smoke him, fam.
Huh?
So you mean to tell me you had intentions? Did you have intentions of leaving?
No, my contract was finishing.
But even
But I think I left the week before.
Gee, bro. So you knew your contract was, and you did not think to smoke him.
I wanted to, but I just thought. He's Polish, I'm black, it's gonna be on me, police is gonna get called, I'm the one that's gonna get arrested.
But he assaulted you first, you said it's on camera.
But them man don't care. Because if I proper bang him up, yeah,
nah, bro,
who's the one that's gonna get the smoke?
Gee, but you don't do that, man. You
gotta
be
catching some smoke.
Gee, you've gotta be tactical, it's gotta be within the same means, so you just push him straight in his chest, make him win, bro, fam. You get me? Like, just go up to him and just elbow him straight in his chest, fam, like, make it ask for his hair, fam. No. You get me? Make him think about that.
Me personally, I believe you've done the right thing. Tuesday you're at work still. So.
Man, give me some sensible advice.
That's a new man advice.
You know what it is, yeah? What Rick's saying is very true, yeah?
Yeah.
But the one thing I know that he was in that today, like, he probably wouldn't react like that. Everyone would, bro, man. Like,
at work, bro, it's hard to react.
But if you do, you're leaving.
I love the way he's just bringing it back over. Like, it's so
because
just.
you're gonna react like that, and then so many other things are wrong.
Yeah,
It's true.
So the real thing to do is to do what you did, but it's gonna be a mental struggle trying to overcome that situation once you've left that situation. Because for you, the situation isn't finished. You obviously still want to bang out.
Yeah.
So when you get to your yard, it's just trying to overcome it.
Yeah.
From there, that's real. That's the real situation.
Bro.
It's long because as much as you would want to bang out at work, bro, but everyone knows you can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's just you get me. So that's all in your head.
Or you could, or you could, or you could, yeah, bally up, yeah, and can't wait for him to slide out from work and move to him, bro. No one don't know a thing, bro.
Unfortunately, people like us with dreadlocks, like we can't bally up like that.
You don't know what?
Very big.
He's just gonna see on your body.
I
I know you're like, what aisle?
Oh my god.
You know, like someone who you know, like you see them, even if they're ballied out, you're gonna look at them and like, bro, like what you doing, bro? Like, it's like me rolling up here with a bally to Rick, like Rick's gonna look at me like, P, bro, like what you doing, like? So
The extended scenes where they're trying to rob the shop and he's like, man's clocked his waist on that, man.
Because man did the same.
Yeah.
Is that Ben? You're a good youth, man. I remember you used to like ballet. You're a good youth. What are you doing this for?
Wow. So that Ben used to like ballet, bro.
Gee, well, it's understandable, isn't it?
Man said it's understandable.
All right. So what about our workplace? We're kind of involved in the media world. The type of things that the kind of workplace politics in media would be more centered around sexual harassment, racism, ageism, and stuff like that. So in our working environment, what are the best ways for, let's say specifically a minority? Let's take it far. Let's say you got a black female, ADHD, she's dark skinned, she's mid-height, and she works in a very, very profound or high-ranking media company. but she ain't got no promotion in the last 5 years, even though she works harder than everybody. And everybody refers to her in derogatory terms, but because she's so nice and she just needs to keep that job and she doesn't want to act out, she just kind of laughs it off and plays with it. So somebody like that, how would we advise them to take charge at work, to stand their ground and shit?
I know the answers for this. Got my hand up and everything. I know. Because you know what, it's a funny thing. Yeah. On Twitter, like a couple months back, I see one guy, he, like the same thing what you're talking about, harassment and all this stuff at work here. How he's saying like, bro, the last 5 or 10 companies he's worked for, he sued them all for this same type of harassment, bro. Because what he does is he reads the code of conduct, and then what he'll file an official complaint like about whatever the situation is. Obviously, as you said, sometimes they don't take it seriously and they ignore it. Yeah, so then once they ignore it, he's like, yeah, I've got you, man, now. You get me? So now, whatever the issue is, he'll allow it to escalate and make another complaint. You get me? They try to ignore it again, and then what he done now is he then goes to further up the chain to hate us. Say, look, I've made 2 complaints. They're not now. He's automatically in the right, because you have to beat them at their own game, kind of thing. You got to understand how it works, and because you know why a lot of people get away with this stuff as well is because you don't. A lot of people don't actually understand
they don't know
the
rights,
how system, how their rights
yeah,
and all to it. That's why a lot of people can get away. And then like you say, if it's a manager and it's a position of power, a lot of people will be intimidated to even think because they're like, cool. Whatever I try to report him and it don't. And he don't, nothing happens to him. I've got to come back to work and he's my manager now and he's just going to make my life a living hell. Do you get kind of thing? That's why I hear why some people don't report it, but obviously that's the way he done it. Man said, like, the last 5 workplaces, he got paid out racks. Like, you get me? Like,
I need to make some kind of...
Like, and you know what was all stuff like cool, for example, he was saying there was man them having boy chat, talking about who the broads they screwed and this and that. Yeah. He said he went to his manager and said, he went to his manager and filed an official complaint about them talking about stuff. I don't know the code of contact, but it was the official thing. He complained to his manager and all this and that, saying they're doing da. Obviously, the manager took the complaint, but then obviously because he's seen it as we can just brush it off because it's something insignificant. Manager's talking about, you know what I mean? They obviously the managers told them about the complaint. They've now then obviously felt a way about it and must have said something or something another, which is then, like I said, you see what I told you about how he lets the thing escalate. So then once it escalates, now he lodges another complaint. You get me? If nothing's done about it now, it's like he just milks them. He said that's literally what he does, bro. Anytime he's at work and he sees the situation, he'll just be there. He'll read up the conduct about it, wait for it. They do it again, boom.
I said wait for it.
He waits for it, bro.
They ain't said the word yet.
Yeah, they ain't said it yet. Like, and then once they get to the stage where next straight up the ladder, like I'm getting my money, bro.
You know what?
That's mad.
Man needs to start taking that kind of...
Yeah, I need to start reading the cause and comment and them thing there.
Because I'm sure that something's been said that I was like, wait, what? You can't say that to me.
Just like your manager might say something, a passing comment that in a normal day-to-day
But
situation is calm.
How do you prove that then?
Bro, obviously you got to be smart, bro. You got to, like I said, either record it. You got to know like where this is taking place. I'm right in front of the camera.
Unless your colleagues are your bedrooms and they back you, how else are you gonna prove it?
Bro,
there's no cameras.
You've got to record it, bro. Like I said, because you see if you file, and like I said, you see filing a complaint, that is the record, bro, because that has to go in the company books and all this and that.
So when I go work, man has to put my phone on record to do some big brother thing.
Yeah, believe that's how people have to catch their bosses.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, bro, fam. Because your bosses are not stupid. They know what they can't be doing. That they know already, fam. So they're not gonna just do stuff.
And in their brain,
they're not gonna think you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's exactly. They're not gonna think you're gonna record. That's why. But you have to just, like I say, you gotta be tactical with it, bro. It's all about being tactical still.
And it's always important for anybody out there that does want to file a report against anyone at work. File that report as soon as possible, because if you make a complaint a month after you claim that it happened, no one's going to take you seriously. Yeah. So file the complaint and then get your evidence, because at least you could say, yeah, but it happened. I just had to collect my shit. You dig what I'm digging? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, anybody out there...
Say you're gonna bring, like,
you didn't even answer your scenario.
You did.
Did
No,
you?
he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did. I swear he answered.
So what does homegirl do?
You filed that complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you file that complaint. You file, like I said, if you can get your evidence, you make sure you get your evidence and proof of whatever you're saying, and then you file that complaint.
But remember, Chris says she's a nice girl, so she might be one of them.
but this is what I'm saying. This is
She
our
might be on.
advice
She might
for
not be on that
Like,
smoke like that.
No, but what do you? How is that? what
right
is
now. But after she
Like,
hears
bro,
this
yeah,
advice,
like after
she has to
you're
be
you're
on some
enjoying
smoke.
all that harassment and that,
She
yeah,
has to.
you have to, bro.
She has to, because you get me.
Yeah.
Imagine there's people already that have been working in places like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
We've probably seen them when we go into shops and shit. You just see some like a manager talking to an employee like shit, and these times you know that employee is like twice that guy's age or that woman's age, but they're just taking it because they need the check, or they feel like, oh, if I complain, they're gonna get rid of me. Bruv, fuck all that. If they get rid of you, then that's even a bigger lawsuit because it's unfair dismissal or uncertain dismissal. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, yeah, you file the report, get evidence if you can. If you got homies at work.
If you got a union rep as well. A lot of people forget that if you got a union and a union rep, just go speak to them, make sure that they know. If you got friends within that union as well, make sure you log that as well, so other people know. Don't keep it to yourself, because that's the worst thing you do, is try to keep it to yourself and go through it on your own. So make sure people know.
100%. 100%.
Some good advice, though.
Was you gonna say something else?
No, go.
No. I was
Oh,
gonna
no. I was just
before we
bringing the mic
switch the
back.
subject, to just if you wanted to say something else.
Good advice, man.
I agree. That's what I said. The
Listen
best
to what
thing
these lot do, man. I just cause a scene so everyone can see me, and then they get scared of me. and
I was
leave
on
me alone.
smoke.
So
I
just,
was
just follow these. Don't do what I do, man.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'm at these man's neck, bro.
what's the next one?
Friendship. So
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Go on.
with friendship, obviously, I was thinking out today, and I was thinking like my parents, you know, the older generation. These are I've been friends since like the 80s, 70s, and then nowadays, you know, we always see that people don't keep friends. You know, they're always falling out with some
This
stupidness.
is a big topic.
Like, what do you think's changed during the times?
Amanda.
Is it the internet? Is it society?
Morals,
Is it-
bro.
We've become more busy. Life has become more demanding.
What sense?
Like,
No, he's gonna.
Say that again.
What do you mean?
What's changed in what?
Yeah, like what's changed? Like why is it that the older generation they can keep their friendship, and like our generation, the generation after us, they can't really. The friendship group to friendship group, changing best friend every day. Like what's changed?
you know,
Well, definitely social media is definitely a big part of it. A lot of these kids these days spend their time online, and they're not really plugged into the real world to really know themselves and know what you want from a friend. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't really know how to pick friends. Friends these days are made online, and how much you really know someone online. So I guess that's why they don't have these long-lasting friendship groups or these friendship circles, because they don't really know themselves. In order to have a friend, you need to know yourself, and then you need to know your friend, and they don't really know each other like that, and it's that real.
It's that real. That's very extremely well said, Rick. Yeah, the whole wave of living your life online has fucked up the way people build relationships. Because back in the day, we were joking about this the other day. Nobody knocks for no one no more. I used to phone man them on the house phone if you wanted to play out on a Saturday. Before I did my chores, so I know that my
rolling up with
emotions.
a group of man, you know, knocking
That's
on my
it.
door like, yo, what you
You
coming
get.
at?
But now, I don't even have to see no friends. I don't have to feel I don't have to feel no emotions with you. We don't have to go through nothing. We don't have to go through fun times or hardship. All you have to do is like my picture. If you didn't like it, you're not my friend. If you liked it, you're my friend.
Yeah, that's so mad.
That's what it is now. If you interact with me on social media, you're a friend. If you don't, you're not my friend anymore. You must not love me or like me. It's crazy, loco.
Cause you see as well, one thing as well, yeah, about like the online type of friendship. Right, cool. Yeah, you can make friends online and meet people. Not saying that's you can't, but you don't get like no matter how much you talk to a person online, yeah, you're not actually gonna see their true characteristics. Do you get me? Because there's certain things here where people can act. You know, their natural way of doing certain things. You're not seeing that. You're just seeing whatever the side to them they want to portray to you. You get like
online is always your best side. It's never your worst side online. You always portray your best side online. That's what someone's ever gonna see. If they don't see a downtime, like I'm saying, how are they gonna get to really know you? How are you gonna get to really know them?
You know, I was watching Drink Champs yesterday, and they had Trina on, and yeah, Trina's hard. I rate Trina, but they were asking her, how does she feel about all this stuff? Does she buy into it? Is she really into the internet, social media wave? Is that how she lives her life? Blah, 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 all that kind of shit. She ran it down, but she was just like, yeah, listen, fuck all that shit. The only time I jump on social media is to promote something. If I ain't promoting something, I'm jumping off that shit. I don't love on social media and I don't fight on social media because where I'm from, we do all them things face to face. And that's always been my thing. I've even always had this thing where it's like, maybe it's because none of my social media accounts are my actual name. It's all run through my artist name. But I don't post like my family and stuff like that. And a lot of people have always had big issues with that. Like, oh, Chris, why don't you post your family? Why don't you post your kids? Why don't you post when you do this? Why don't you post when you do that? And I'm like, why the fuck am I going to...
If you don't post, for example, if you don't post your kids, you don't have kids. If you're not posting your achievements, you're not doing nothing.
Can you imagine? People literally feel like if you didn't put a picture up on social about it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's stupid.
If you don't post your kids every day, you don't love your kids. What are you talking about? Why do you not even need to see my kids? So you can choose to like or not like a picture of my child.
It's entitlement, innit? To know your business.
Is it going to change the way I love my child if you liked the picture?
Exactly.
No. Like, is it gonna like, if I didn't take a picture in France, did I actually go to France? I've been a few places and my phone did not come out for no fucking photography, but I didn't need to share that shit with no one. Nobody really even keeps memories anymore. Nobody even likes to. What's the value of a memory?
Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what the memory is. The memory is that photo on Instagram or that you uploaded, innit? That's the memory, innit? That's what it becomes now. Like,
That's it.
Like, you don't want to know things now. Like, for example, like you know, like when you go on a holiday with your brethren and you actually like enjoy the memory from it. Yeah, like, bro. Most people, like I say, you'll see, they don't, like, for example, you'll go out and it's more of a, I'm just trying to get this picture here, trying to do this, that. You're not actually like there for the memory. Do you get it? Because it's like what are you there? Like, whereas when you go on a good lit holiday, you more time you might not get no photos and that because you know why? I was too busy enjoying myself to even be thinking about. That's it, man. Like, bro, like when I had lit it, bro, I didn't really get no photos, bro, because why? I'm enjoying myself, bro. I'm making the memory in my head. You might get a little glimpse or something, but that's not my whereas like I said, some people it's to show my life, innit?
But back to friendships though. Like, and it's true what you're saying, P. But yeah, the comparison of friendships in age and in generation, it is just truly fucked, man. Because I kind of feel sorry for this generation not being able to enjoy a lot of the things that we got to enjoy, and our parents. That man came from who knows what the fuck they were doing when they was young, but
they had no video games, bro.
You get what they were really chilling. They were really chilling.
Communicating.
You know, hitting the tire with a stick and chasing.
That's
and
their
it's fun.
game, fam.
Can you imagine?
They were actually interacting and having real connections with people. Not these that's why, for example, friendships and all these things they don't last as well. Like you say, like compared to back in the day, because like. To be a person's friend, you have to have a connection with them. You can't it's not you can't say you can't connect with a person online, but it's not a solid connection. It's not the same. It's not the same. No, none of my dog, like someone I might have been back and forth and be cool with on the internet, is ever gonna compare to one of my dogs who I've spent days with and never, bro.
It's not even, you get me?
Like, the connection is different, bro, fam. Yeah, you could be the coolest person ever, bro. But to me, I always value, like, no matter what, I would always value my dog who I have a connection with, bro. But where some people, they don't see that, bro. They'd probably value that person they met online the same way as any other friend, like any of their friends, fam, because they don't see, like, some people don't see it like that. Do you get it? Like,
Then they might have built a connection with that person online, and then they just the friendship fizzled out.
No, but like I say, you can have if you build a person with a connection online, if they actually become a genuine connection, they become like you link them, bro. Like they become like someone who you are around, bro. Can't say it's a connection, but we just converse online. Like.
I know you like to meet people online.
Yeah, I have. I met a couple of friends offline.
I know.
So what?
I know.
Standard.
Talk a little bit about the difference in the connection between those friends and friends that you met humanly or in flesh form.
What's this going on?
In the flesh, bro.
I feel with online, if there's a connection there, and then obviously you're gonna want to meet up. There's no connection there.
Love Island. About connections.
Man said Love Island, man. Ban Love Island, man. That idiot show, man.
Idiot show.
Show's meaty. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
If the connection is solid enough for you lot to meet up outside of social media, then do it. Sometimes it fizzles out because someone's moving funny, or you've argued, or like you said, you've not liked this picture, or you posted an opinion, they're feeling the type of way because they feel you meant it the type of way, or they disagree with it. So it's just, whereas in person, you can have that same debate, same discussion where you discuss, you understand each other, but whereas online, where you can't really read the tone, you don't really see where the person's coming from, you can easily argue, and then they've blocked you, you delete each other's number, and it's fizzles that. Whereas in person, it's more, you can sort that out, innit? I think that's the difference.
Yeah, facts. It's very easy. You see, like that's why even for example, you see, that's why I prefer to address, say if I have problems and all these things, I always prefer to talk to them personally, or you get me, instead of doing it via text or online and this and that. We know because exactly what you're saying, bro. Something I'm saying can be interpreted so the way I'm meaning it and saying it can be misinterpreted because, like you say, you see when you do online and that. You don't you don't know the tone or the way I'm saying it, so some people you might get offended. You could get offended.
I feel with online, because it's fast paced and it's you're not meant to have a long attention span for it. You're gonna get offended, or you're gonna read something wrong, or you're just gonna see sensationalism and just get angry in it, or get in your feelings in it. So that's why online's just mad techie. But then with online, you need to be thick-skinned, and you need to see what that person is actually trying to say, not what you think they thought they said.
I want to ask Rick and Pete a question. Can we relate this same question about friendships being fucked up over generation because of technology to relationships, as in intimate relationships?
With feel your girls.
Would you say it's the same kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's fucking up.
I'd say similar to the thing that affects on relation, your connection and relationship.
Or better question, would you say it's on the same scale? Would you say it's causing more of an impact to a relationship between intimate people, or is it causing more impact to friends that could have been fucking 10, 15 years deep?
I feel like it's on the same scale. I feel like it's personally on the same scale. It's a techie one because, of course, online it's ruining relationships. That goes without saying. So many things that are being said, so many stereotypes that are being casted, so many things that are being portrayed negatively, that a lot of people are soaking up about relationships. It's all online, of course. So you definitely can relate it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely on the same scale also. So.
And it's all this competition. You're going to compete with other people that you don't even know.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, let's speak about this competition and this competition that creates, I don't want to say expectations, but it creates expectations that sometimes are not applicable to your relationship. But the competition thing, let's speak about, not even just in relationships, let's speak about that between girl on girl, man on man, whatever the thing is, because I feel like people are running themselves dry competing with people, man.
It's validation, isn't it?
I've just not ever been in that life because you'll never stop.
Because everybody wants to be validation. Everybody wants to be the coolest.
But validation for what?
But you know what? Yeah,
the first to get them trainers.
But you see,
to have that
but you see where it is. It depends on the the nature of where the competition comes from. You see what I'm saying? Because you can have a bit of competition where it can be like it can motivate you. You get it? Like there's a certain way. Like I say, alright, cool. Say for example, I do this. Yeah, you look at it, like, alright, cool. Say no, let's say I get a promotion. Yeah, I work hard, I get a promotion. Yeah, and it's like a kind of that's like healthy competition. But the competition you're referring to is the competition where it's like, alright, cool. You see it all the time. Alright, cool. Yeah, my man got a Gucci belt. Alright, cool. I'm trying to get this bigger belt, but then it's like, alright, cool. You're looking at it like, alright, cool. What's the effects of this? Because it's like, alright, why are we doing this? What? Because I'm trying to get the one up on you. Because this ain't helping none of us. Us doing all this, that little type of competing with you about things like that. I'm like, that's not help. Like the end goal of the competing should be to make you go further, not to be, yeah, it's me, you, back and forth, and because like I said, then all it turns into is nothingness, bro.
Nothingness, indeed.
Bro, that's exactly what it turns into, bro.
Because it's empty, isn't it?
Yeah, like don't
vanity, innit?
No, because it's like, alright, cool. It's like, you see, it's like, imagine, yeah, like your two ballers, both of your boys and your ballers, you compete with each other. So say you're on opposite team, you've got mad compete, but it might the competition between you two pushes you to go further. You see what I'm saying? Like, it can be healthy. But then, like I say, it can be a competing thing when, alright, cool. Say you lot got an opportunity now, and then a man just might just snake you through it. Do you get it? Like,
I mean, like, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna go into black people talk a little bit. As black people, or melanated people, because we're not black, we're melanated, or we're coloured, we're enhanced, superhumans, dark skin, all of them kind of brown. We're just the shades of beautifulness, right?
Definitely not black.
Not black in any way, shape, or form. Now, we are from a culture, hereditary, I know that's not the word, but ancestrally, or whatever the fucking term is, we're from a culture where we are it. We don't need to. Why do we need to compete? You're a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. He's a billionaire. And if you ain't a billionaire, you're gonna be a billionaire. We're from a culture where people that were not melanated or whatever came to our land, into places like Ghana, and were literally walking amongst mounds of gold. Literally. We didn't need to compete, bro. These things meant nothing to us, bro. There were countries you could go into Africa and literally just see diamonds. You just see diamonds. You just go to a certain place and just be diamonds. But it wouldn't be like little crystals like rings. It would be like a big rock of a diamond. You wouldn't know what the fuck it is. But they know what the fuck it is. But it's nothing. Because it's their mineral, it's their wealth, it's in their land.
Yeah, trust.
But we've come to a land that we used to trade in. You know, hundreds of years before slavery, we used to trade in these lands, Americas and Europe, right? We made money here. We were the ones that taught these people how to be civilized. Now hundreds of years later, we compete with ourselves to buy clothes. They'll say, all right, North London, we're only going to import these kind of tracksuits into JD Sports. So they're going to have 5 different ones, and they're all going to get the 5 different ones thinking that I've got a different one. But that's just for that area. Let's let them compete with themselves. They're going to sell some drugs so that they can buy these tracksuits that we're going to overprice, so they can post on Instagram, get arrested, help that system make some money, help JD make some money. Everybody else makes some money except for us. Mm-hmm. You know, black people are the biggest consumers.
Yeah, I know that.
In the world.
Biggest consumers
I know
in
that.
the world.
That's because we compete with ourselves so much.
Yeah.
We're not competing with no white people, you know.
We're not.
Yeah, have you ever seen a black person say, yeah, I want to show him what I'm about, and he's pointing to any other race but a black man? Always been a black man. I want to show this black man I'm a better black man. That comes from slavery. I need to show my master I'm better than him so he doesn't kill me. That's where the competition comes from. They put us against each other as slavery times. They used to make us fight against each other so that who's stronger? Because if you lose that fight, we're just going to kill you because you're obviously not going to work the land as good as he is.
Yeah.
That's where that spirit of competition came from.
Probably, what's that?
You feel me? I went deep there. I know it's crazy, but it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the cycle that we need to break.
In it,
no one else is in competition.
That's like that. I don't know if you know about that thing they say. You know, about William Lynch or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It's like that same thing because that's some of the techniques that they said that he used in it. Yeah, is to make them fight amongst. That's what he done. You know, like the whole dark skin, light skin. You know, it's like
colorism.
Yeah, cause the colorism. Yeah, treat the ones that are lighter nice. So you make the ones that are darker not like the lighter ones.
Yeah.
You get it, like that. All of that, like you see, because now it's a competition. Like I want to be like him, but no, I can't be because he gets the better treatment. Now I'm competing with him. You know? Like I want to show that.
We can all get the better treatment. Like Chris said, you can all be a billionaire. Where's the? I don't see the competition.
Home, but the mentality, yeah, definitely, yeah. But we shouldn't be competing with each other, man. Like, it don't make no sense. On a random note, this is really random. I don't know why this came to my head. Have you ever met a black Turkish person before?
I think I met half black. I think I have.
I've heard of.
I met a woman the other day.
I heard
her sister. They were black. I thought they were just mixed race. They are Turkish. They're not like born in Turkey into the thing. They're Turkish by blood. So you know how every country in the world actually has black people, but they don't show you, like the Philippines and China and Japan and Mongolia and Malaysia and Australia with the Aboriginal. Like every country, even Israel, they have black people that are native to the land, but they don't never show you on TV. They'll never show you them. Bro, I met a woman. She was like, well, I saw her name, and I was thinking, I'm looking at this woman thinking, you're just probably like Jamaican and Irish or something. You get me, bruv, the woman said, yeah, my sister's coming in, and she's like, oh, you're at Fatima. I was thinking, Fatima, you're like taking the piss now, bruv. You know what I mean, bruv? She showed me her documentation, cause she's real Turkish. She showed me her pops, her granddad, everything. They're all black, dark, and they live in Turkey in some rural place. Something mad. I don't know. It's all hey and all them things, man. No disrespect, but it was a mad bare wise and eyes, fam. That's how I knew it was real. But obviously, if you do your research, bro, like we're just native to everywhere, fam.
We're the son of the sea, bro.
Well, we're native to everywhere. Like they find us everywhere. Even Pakistan. Why do you think in India they advertise the lighter people? Or in Pakistan, they advertise the lighter people. Even in their society, they treat the lighter people better than they treat the darker people. And we thought it was just us. Even in Asia, the dark people get treated like shit, bro. Like shit on purpose.
Yeah, bro. There was a thing back then, innit? Like, yeah, you just gotta be biased towards darker skin, man. Treat them like, yo.
It's alright, man. Our kingdom soon.
Scene.
You saying it's in reverse? Oh.
Let's take it easy with the
Not even with the reverse. Everyone should be on the same playing field, didn't it? I mean like within the black community. Not. I don't know. Any other race can deal with their issues, but I don't know about them races still. No. I'm not even the all lives matter thing, man. I love everyone, but their race can.
Season 2,
their race can do. Them other races can deal with their issues. We do with ours, innit?
I hear that still.
I heard that one.
Real talk.
Trust me.
No, that's the real shit.
No, man, but the all lives matter talk, man.
You see, they're pro-black in here.
No, I don't believe in pro-black, man.
Yeah, same still. I've recently come to not accepting that.
It's just too. I feel like
man should just be black in it.
I get the notion of it, but it's just too. It just gives me white supremacy vibes, man.
Yeah, pro-black is like being a white supremacist. That's
basically that's what it is.
You just swap the pro and the supremacy because they both mean the same thing. But
and they can come for me
for
this view, but
we don't need to be pro-black. We could just be black. We're good.
No, I don't think a black person can be pro-black. I think black means for white people, no?
Oh, is that what you?
That term is for white people. The person has to be pro-black.
No.
Mm-hmm.
A white person can be overly interested in the culture, or genuinely interested in the culture, but pro-black, that would make them You have to be careful, bro. You drop that nigga and gonna slap in your mouth. But black people can be pro-black. Like, they're coming into the room like, don't speak like that. Don't you know you a brother? Don't you know? They can't hold you down. And then he starts telling you about all these, like, that's pro-black. It's
come
like,
with the history and all them things.
You need to relax.
And a white person couldn't. So
if a white person did that, you look at them like they're crazy.
But they can't.
So if a white person is like that,
yeah.
Let's say there's a white person like that, what are they?
They're not pro-black. They're just empathetic to us.
Nah, I think they're pro-black.
No, I don't think they're pro-black.
I was trying to think of bad terms, but
because pro-black people tell them they're not pro-black.
The nicest term to give them is pro-black.
But pro-black people tell them they're not pro-black. They're just...
No, but I have seen...
You support the culture, innit? Or you support the people.
Nah, that's not pro-black. That's just being proud of who you
No,
are.
I'm not saying that's pro-black. I'm saying if a white person is caring about black people and they fight for black issues,
yeah,
I wouldn't say... They wouldn't class them as pro-black.
That's not pro-black. But I think in the comparison to what a black person coming in too militant is where the comparison for a Caucasian person, for instance, coming in too militant, it's like, well, you gotta relax. You have no place here. You can't be. But there are some Caucasian people that are wise to our history and know who we are, and they are very, very willing and wanting to tell us who we are by force. It's like, yo, we enslaved you. You don't understand. Why do you keep falling to our system? And there's one lady in particular, she's really old. She always makes these videos that go viral and shit. But you lot probably come across her at some point. But she's always just talking to us like, you know, one of them eyes just like what's wrong with you? Like, don't you get it? Like, wake up kind of thing. And she's white, old white lady, little small old white lady. But she's mad smart. And she knows shit. She's from them times when they used to send out dogs. Bro, you lot don't even understand, fam. We grew up in crazy times, bro. Or black people did anyway. They used to let dogs out, bro. German shepherds. Can you imagine every man's just in one area, just bare feds over there, and they just release German shepherds on us?
Well,
are you alright?
See, when I was younger, around there was that old lady called Bloody Mary, innit? Next door.
I don't want to say the name.
She had one mad boxer, one mad thing, and I swear to God, fam, every night, fam, she used to let the dog out, man, you know.
Yeah.
She let that dog out. Like it's not similar, but bro, I was there. She was white. You get me? All right. Right.
Flipping all, man.
Yeah, that was a scary experience.
Man said that was a real racial, like what? Was it a consistent thing? Like,
bro, it was a consistent thing.
Like,
it was a racial attack. I didn't know until I got older. I didn't know I was going through, bro. I don't think any of us.
See?
We only caught this now, you know.
See, that's what I'm saying. Experiencing racist stuff that you won't even know until you're older.
Until you're older.
Like, what can you do about it now, bro? And she probably moved away with that same mentality.
There was racism everywhere, bro.
Anyway, we don't talk about her because I know she might just appear.
But why didn't we clock this when we was younger?
I'm telling you, she's booky. What you saying?
Why didn't we clock this when we was younger?
What?
Because we knew what slavery was. We was taught it in school. Why didn't we clock the racial undertones until we was older?
Man clocked, man. But realistically, you're not mature enough to understand that, there are ways that we can actually do something here.
That's exactly what it is. We wasn't old enough to know that we could fight for it. Like not physically, like we could actually do something about this. We didn't know that at the time.
I remember we grew up in England. I'm not saying we're soft, but we're kind of soft.
And as well, you have to remember, we grew up in a time where, you see, like, for example, you reporting that, cool. Man's gonna have to report that to the Jakes, and the Jakes are gonna be like, alright, cool, and then they're gonna go there and see her and think, this is just nothing. You get it, like, bro. You have to think about how did they treat us already?
And have a chat.
Like, they're not gonna just be like,
cases drop,
cases drop. Oh, it didn't mean nothing. The dog just happened to get free or some sort of excuse.
That's why I don't go to police, man. They don't care about us, man. Police, HR, they're not for black people.